What is up, everyone? Today is August 10th. Today is a Monday. Um, Today I ended up taking one trade. I made $200 pretty much, $194 to be exact on this account. Very solid Monday. Uh, we caught this really clean short, which played out literally within 2 minutes. We'll break it down from the bias going into the entry function. But yeah, so we'll get started on the 4 hour time frame. Going into 10 a.m., I can remove all these drawings. We ended up having a bearish bias because this 6 a.m. candle closed below 2 a.m. candle low right here. So I wanted to see our 10 a.m. opening price open higher, creating this big wick and hopefully distribute lower. For the lower part of the day, possibly we go down to this low down here. But that's just what my idea of the bias for the day should look like. Going into step 2 of the strategy, our point of interest was found on the 1 hour time frame. Originally, I was looking at this super small 1 hour fair value gap, but we ended up pushing past this, and then we ended up coming into this higher fair value gap right here, as well as we also have this 1 hour CISD right here. But this fair value gap was plenty enough. This was like my favorite point of interest to take a trade from. So once we got into this hourly fair value gap, structure looked absolutely terrible right here. I did not see any sort of CISD that I wanted to execute on. But what we can do is we can go back in time and I'll show you what I saw here. So I wasn't looking at taking this CISD here just because there's too many candles. We were consolidating at the top of the range. And then here there's also no clear stop hunt and closure below a up close candle. So there's nothing for me to take here. And if we fast forward price, I went over to ES and I noticed that we had put in an SMT with this 1015 high right here. So I was like, cool, that's our stop hunt. That's all we needed to see. Here's our 1015 high on NASDAQ right here. We have the SMT right here. And then our bearish CISD on the lower time frame, delivering from this 1 hour gap, would be right here. And within 2 candles right here, I went short because that would be considered our change in the state and delivery, targeting a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I did risk 4 micros on this. And yeah, it literally played out within 2 minutes, super quick. Love when the trades play out super quick, just because you don't want to be sitting there thinking about whether the trade's going to play out or not. But our 10 a.m. opening price was right here. I can mark this out. And it looks like price tapped it perfectly right here, and now we're sort of respecting it. But hopefully we'll end up delivering lower later in the day, but it doesn't matter because my trade is done for the day. I'm going to be hopping off the charts now. But that's just the trade recap of today, Monday, August 10th. That's how I made the $200. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week trading. Hopefully we will catch some more A+ trades later in the week. Thank you guys.